Well, here you have it, guys. My Lucifer is Lonely from none other than Billie Eilish, the woman that everyone in Hollywood is giving out glamour awards to. The glamour award shows that we've gone over were created by the German National Socialist Party, otherwise known as Nazis. And just to refresh your memory about this, let's go ahead and look at. That's right. What is here? There it is in the description. What is this song that Billie Eilish produces that says all the good girls go to hell? What is it that she promotes? There it is. Please, the UN will host the 2019 Climate Action Summit to discuss these issues. Friday, September 20th, of course, that is a new day. That is the first day of the 7th month, the halfway mark. It is not an accident. The UN does everything exactly by this calendar of the Lord's, not precisely everything, but Satan definitely gives his follower the correct calendar so that they don't go against the natural law and they don't have setbacks. And they gave you and I the false calendar so that things don't go our way no matter how hard we try. But definitely he gives his followers a more correct calendar so they do their stuff right on the calendar. And it is not an accident that she's singing about Lucifer being lonely, my Lucifer. And I mean, the whole girl is a lie. You know what I mean? Like, she didn't create her own following. She doesn't even have her own eye color out there. She wears colored contacts. And yeah, you should look into her family and kind of find out where she's really from. That would be a good idea. It would explain a lot of this climate action stuff that she's pushing. But I just wanted to point out this whole UN climate change summit thing. It's not about helping the planet. It's not about peace and prosperity or even following the Lord. Nope. The UN climate summit is pushed by not just pagans, but people who are Luciferians. There is a fight between the light and the dark. It's out there if you look for it. And she's being very honest about which side she's fighting for, right? She's being very clear about it. And then they put this smacking thing of looking good. But these people at the UN, they're the ones that did the whole Starbucks thing that burned down the entire Amazon rainforest and then told all of their teachers in the 1990s to push Fern Gully and make the kids think that the rainforest was not being mowed down. In the meantime, pushing Starbucks, not sustainable cups, throwaway plastic cups that can't be recycled, but said recycling everywhere. I could go on and on and on. So they're not in hiding, you guys. They're not in hiding at all. They're right outside. And they mix it up with songs written by people who are truly talented, who work for the light, and then they buy their songs. And so Satan will always mix up the poison into a whole bunch of good to hook you. Be wise as a serpent. Don't be stupid. Trust me, Jesus shed a lot of blood, and it's not like he doesn't like warriors. Read about him in the book of Revelations. It's not like he's some sissy. It's not the way the Catholic Church paints it. We have to be able to look blood and death in the face, to be wise as certain serpents, but innocent as doves. We have to cling to what he asks us to do, not be like, for example, tattoos. Like, I understand tattoos, but tattoos have a ton of ink in them. They are literally heavy metals. They're more dangerous than lead paint. And if you look into tattoos, they push it heavily because it's linked to Germany. Germany's the one, BASF, makes that ink. And if you look at all the Death Eaters, all the people who are demon possessed, they're covered and covered. Not everyone who's tattooed obviously has demon possession, but if you look at the gangs, just look into skull tattoos for the neck. They dump a ton of this lead poisoning. These kids are not expected to make it very far in life. And it shuts down all of your organs. Like, there isn't a single organ. It gets your brain, it gets your lungs, it gets your heart, it gets your stomach, it gets every system from this black ink. But they will tell you that this kind of pain is amazing. And pain can be amazing. It can drive you towards heaven. But But that's the challenge, isn't it? To know when the pain is good and who to reach for, and when the pain is being done by a demon. Remember, in the Gospels, we learned that they found a man who was demon possessed in a cave, and what was he doing? He was using stones to cut his arms. That should be a wake-up call. If you keep watching this stuff, My Lucifer is Lonely, and getting into it, the demons come running. They love it. They see it as an invitation, right? I don't think it's bad if you watch vampires. I think it's to be aware. I think it's good to be aware of the dark. But if you for a second think that witches do good things, you've got another thing coming. That's another thing coming. That is not what witches do. You'll find out real quick. Witches marry Satan. And good things did not come to this earth until the witches were driven out. Check into the histories in Europe. Like, nothing good. All the rights that you love, all the luxuries that you love, all the good things that you enjoy, things that you don't even think about, it did not come from witches. That's for freaking sure. Witches work very, very hard at making sure that you lose everything that you love. The dark hates all life. It'll use a victim. It'll get into their bodies. It'll get on their bodies, make them do things that aren't good for them. Then they drag them into the police department and have them confess so that they're locked up forever. I mean, they're not our friends, the dark. Not our friends. Peace out. Love you guys. Bye.